Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here, hopefully your favorite official content creator for the first Descendant, and today is the Hot Springs update. Alright, hotfix 1.2.7 just dropped today, and well, it brings a lot of lovely improvements. Alright, so let's go through them all right now, and let's walk you through this update. First and foremost, they've made some Void Erosion Purge improvements. Now, I will comment on this a little bit later, but I don't think some of these improvements have actually gone through, because the Void Erosion Purge, I did test it live on stream, seems pretty much the same as it was before. Slightly better, but that's more because of the Restored Relic buff than anything else. So, anyway, let me read through the patch notes for you. Public operation is now available from stages 26 and 27 in the Void Erosion Purge, so basically anything above 25 you can publicly matchmake. They've changed the number of range skills from the Elite Warden from 8 to 3. They've removed the chill status effect of the normal and elite trackers. They've changed the beam skills of the normal, elite, Farseers, trackers, and abomination so that the beam no longer rotates left or right as the target moves. However, it will track you vertically. So jumping in the air to avoid these things will not help. You literally have to roll out of the way, which is a bit awkward, but it's fine, I guess. They've changed the beam skill of the commander monster Grunka to slow down when it starts tracking a target. They've removed the guiding ability from the skills from the normal and elite annihilators and the living artillery. They've also had the drop rate of all tiers of ammunition doubled compared to the previous rate, and they've changed the reward distribution rules for the Void Erosion Purge so that the clear rewards are awarded upon completion of the mission regardless of the penalty duration. Okay. They've also changed monster combinations and spawn patterns for Void Erosion Purge stages 21 to 30. They've reduced the spawn proportion of the suicide bombers by quite a bit. They've changed the commander that appears in stage 29 from Dimigor to Plaudia. For the Legion of Darkness, they've changed the group spawn chance of living artillery from 33 down to 20%. They've changed the group spawn chance of Farseers from 33% down to 20%. And they've reduced the number of trackers spawned for the Legion of Immortality. Farseers and trackers will no longer spawn together, and they've removed the Fortress Guards. For the Order of Truth, they've changed the group spawn chance of Annihilators from 33% down to 20%. They've reduced the number of Wardens spawning, and Annihilators and Wardens no longer spawn together. They've also removed Ascetics. They've reduced the difficulty of the solo mode in the Void Erosion Purge. They've increased the attribute attack of weapons in the Void Erosion Purge. And they've nerfed commander monsters for 2 to 4 player modes in the Void Erosion Purge. That being said, I really have to say that the attribute attack increase for the weapons in Void Erosion Purge, I don't know how that worked out because it didn't really seem like they did that to me. But again, I haven't done thorough testing. I probably plan on doing more thorough testing at a later time on my evening stream and whatnot. Okay. Sorry, I was just checking on my air conditioning because I think it was off. Anyway, let's talk about the Descendants. For Ness, they will now show the increase in the number of hits according to skill range. For Keelan, the increase in the number of targets according to skill range for Keelan now changes when skill range module is equipped. Weapons and modules. They fixed the brightness of the Albion cavalry gun's ricochet. I think they should fix Restored Relics graphic instead. They've made some improvements to weapon stats and unique abilities of the 3 ultimate weapons. For Last Dagger, the default firearm attack has been increased by approximately 29%, and hitting an enemy now grants the unique abilities Patience and Lethal Dagger. Lethal Dagger increases critical hit rate per stack, and it's additive, same as the Albion cavalry gun, so this might be a fantastic weapon I want to build up. Reloading when Patience is at max stacks grants the strike effect. When strike is in effect, you will shoot enhanced rounds, which is pretty awesome. When strike is removed, the steps effect is granted that temporarily increases your movement speed. For Restored Relic, when a guided round explodes, it creates multiple cluster rounds depending on its enhancement level. Cluster rounds track to nearby enemies. Sigvore's proof, damage dealt by sticky bombs increases proportionally to the number of sticky bombs installed. The weapon slot in use no longer changes when moving between fields. Increase the firearm attack of some rare weapons. These are all increased, including the vestigial organ, so that might be fantastic now for those that like it. Okay. They've changed the purchase button assignment as below, depending on the use of caliber. For PC, for non-caliber spending purchases, it will be spacebar. For caliber spending purchases, it's the F button. So do take note of the button change here, all right? A hold time of half a second now applies in all cases. They changed the accelerate research so that you now have to press the accelerate button directly. In NPC shops such as Descendant and NA, you can now check the item tooltip and acquisition information at currency info at the top of the screen. Speaking of changing info, sorry, I wanted to show you guys this. They have now changed access info to library. It's still the same access info stuff, but instead of being called access info, it's now called library. Do take note of that. Don't know why they made that change, but okay. Anyway, products that have been introduced. As you guys know, the Hotspring product has been introduced. And if you guys are interested in purchasing the Hotspring product, first and foremost, make sure to register me as your creator before doing so, yeah? Then after that, if you want to buy the Hotspring stuff, it is all under here. Recommended skin. The Oasis Party Bundle 1 contains the swimsuits and everything for every single Descendant. It will cost you 4,900 caliber, but you will get every single skin in this entire bundle. As you can see, we've already purchased all of them. I have not bought the Valentine's outfits, but I'm going to do that separately. All right, so yeah, you can get every single outfit here, and let me tell you that out of all of them, Freyna is the champ in my personal opinion. And of course, Glaze looks really good as well. Let me see if I can find Freyna somewhere around here. Yeah, Freyna basically wins this. So this is her swimsuit. It is absolutely stunning. And of course, Glaze looks really good as well. Luna is noted for being the most unique. All right, so this is Luna's skin. This is the most unique, and it changes color in accordance with whatever buff she is applying. So that's pretty awesome. I did not like Haley's, but I repainted it to a lovely white, and it suits it better, especially because her hair, as cool as it looked in the the little trailer that they posted, I thought this was Viessa's hair and not Haley's hair, so I don't know, it just didn't suit me very well. Anyway, this is Glaze as well, and Glaze looks fantastic, although she looks permanently sad. I don't know why. Glaze, stop looking so sad all the time. Okay, so those are the new Hotspring skins that came in. Now, let's go back to the patch notes. In terms of the events that are occurring, we currently have an event on that's called Kate's Experiment Assistant, as well as Operation Daily Report. Now, rather than go through the events, I'll actually show them to you in-game. They are all in-game events, which you can access here. If you go to the menu, you'll see event, 2 of them. There's Daily Report. Now, this one, you have to actually go into it and actually click to get the reward. The first one is the It's Good emote, and tomorrow it's 1,000 Void Abyss Metal Fragments, so on and so forth. Make sure you collect it each day. All right. As for Kate's experiment assistant, what you'll have to do is complete the dailies, and if you complete 15 daily operations, you get 2 ultimate weapon selection boxes. I'll be using these for the Last Dagger, and if you complete 30 in total, you will get a Flutter, which is a spawn emote. Now, spawn animation. So you can complete 4 dailies per day, so it will take you approximately a little over 7 days to get this spawn, and it will take you approximately 3.5 days, slightly over 3.5 days, to get the ultimate weapon selection box, and you get 2 of them, so look forward to that. Okay, so these are the events that are currently in game. Let me bring the window back. Other than this, there are some bug fixes right now. Okay, when all Descendants in the no resurrection zone are DBNO, they will now be respawned. Descendants fixed an issue where the effect icons for Lepic's overclock, power unit change, and nerve infiltration did not match the skill icons. Okay, partially fixed an issue where Luna's notes were delayed. Weapons and modules fixed an issue where auto-equip for Descendant modules would not proceed if the cursor was hovering over a module slot by changing the key to a different button. UI UX fixed an issue where craft core screen would show misalignment when the player has a large number of cores or core amplifiers. Okay, they fixed an issue where some fellow body skins were not shown when equipped. Fixed an issue where other players could enter the laboratory. Fixed an issue where the dungeon icon was shown intermittently at the top left minimap. Fixed unnatural wrinkles on the buttocks of Inez's default skin. Okay. The other thing is that here's the director's comment. Oh, before we go on to the director's comment, one thing I have to say, and one thing which I have to let you know, is that Fellow is currently bugged. They are already aware of this issue. Fellow is not currently picking up items, so if you want to actually grab items, you have to manually pick them up yourself. Please be aware of this, all right? Now for the director's comment. Greetings, Descendant. This is the director of the first Descendant, Min Seok Chu. As I mentioned on the Discord and Dev livestream, this hotfix focuses on improving the gameplay experience of the Void Erosion Purge. while addressing elements that may have caused discomfort. However, the issue of certain weapon metas being overly required at higher difficulty levels has not yet been fully resolved. Okay, the reason we couldn't address this issue immediately is due to the performance gap between Descendants. If we balance the difficulty based on top-tier Descendants, most other Descendants will struggle to play effectively. Conversely, if we adjust the difficulty to accommodate lower-performing Descendants, the leaderboard risks being dominated by only a selected few, diminishing the content's value as a challenge. To fundamentally resolve this issue, we plan to first adjust the balance between Descendants, and then refine the gameplay experience of the Void Erosion Purge. However, with the ongoing preparation for Season 2, Episode 2, and a live service management, we regret that we cannot implement these improvements as quickly as possible. We sincerely apologize for this delay. We will share further details as soon as we finalize our improvement plans and schedule. We deeply apologize to all players who may have been disappointed with the Void Erosion Purge content. To deliver better content, we will actively seek ways to engage with the community and gather feedback before the updates, ensuring a stable live service experience. As always, thank you for your valuable feedback. Okay. So, guys, that brings us to the end of the patch notes. What I'm going to say is that this update has been pretty cool in terms of the hot springs. As you can see, you can enjoy a hot spring in Albion. It is all the way at the end here. So come here, have some relaxing time off with people, relax, and have a good day. All right? That being said, before we go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And one last thing, please let me know what you guys think of this. I want to hear what you guys think of this update. Tell me what you think of the Void Erosion Purge changes. Tell me what you think of the Hot Spring skins. You know, tell me anything that you like about this update. I want to hear your feedback on this update. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy, and I'll catch you on my evening stream to figure out this Void Erosion stuff. All right, see you next time.